I am standing in the Lincoln Courthouse located in Beardstown, Illinois. This courtroom is historic because it is the only courtroom where Abraham Lincoln practiced law and is still used as a courtroom to this day. It was in this very courtroom in 1858 that Lincoln successfully defended Duff Armstrong, who was charged with a murder that took place at night. A witness claimed he saw the murder about 150 feet away by the bright light of the moon. However, Lincoln was able to suggest the witness was lying and create reasonable doubt in the minds of the jury by using an almanac. According to the almanac, there was not a full moon on the night of the murder, and therefore not enough light for the witness to identify Mr. Armstrong as the assailant. This was a brilliant and effective defense by Lincoln. Regarding your appearance in God's courtroom, if you fail to plead guilty and enter a plea agreement with God prior to your death, there will be a trial, but you may be able to raise several potential defenses. Thus, we need to analyze these potential defenses and determine whether they will be equally effective. The first potential defense is to simply deny or minimize the extent of your sin. Every criminal defendant's worst nightmare, after they have flatly denied committing the crime, is for their lawyer to tell them that a videotape has been discovered showing them doing the crime. For instance, a person is charged with breaking into a store. Later on, it's discovered that the owner had a hidden video camera that was activated when any of the doors were opened, and this video shows the defendant in the store. This is very compelling evidence in the hands of a local county prosecutor. In fact, if the jury sees the tape, it'll take that jury about 2 minutes to convict the defendant. Guess what? God has been videotaping your entire life. The camera was activated when you were born, and it is still on. Furthermore, it's a special videotape because it not only records actions, but also words, thoughts, and attitudes. Don't believe me? Take a look at Matthew chapter 12, verse 36, which states, Jesus speaking, "And I say to you that every careless word that men shall speak, they shall render account for it in the day of judgment." Notice the phrases in this verse. Every careless word. They shall render account. When? In the day of judgment. Your secret thoughts, yes, you have them, including those violent, greedy, and sometimes sexually immoral thoughts, will also be put into evidence. Romans 2:16 states, God will judge the secrets of men through Christ Jesus. The secrets, your secrets. These thoughts and other actions are most likely contained in the books previously mentioned in Revelations chapter 20, verse 12, which states, the dead were judged from the things which are written in the books according to their deeds. If you plead not guilty, there's a strong possibility that at your trial, the entire tape is going to be replayed or book read in its entirety. Action by action, word by word, thought by thought, yes, secret by secret, for every minute of your life. Remember, the trial is public. You're not going to be able to hide anything. There is a definite possibility that your spouse, children, coworkers, and friends will hear all of the evidence that is presented. So the strategy to simply deny or minimize the extent of your sin is not going to work. Why? Because it's all been recorded. Let that fact sink in. You might be thinking, that can't happen because it would take 100 years just to hear one person's life. But you may want to consider that in the eternal future, time may not exist in the manner that we experienced while living on the earth. 2 Peter 3:8 alludes to this fact and states, but do not let this one fact escape your notice, beloved, that with the Lord 1 day is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as 1 day. So not having enough time to conduct a thorough trial will not be an issue.